Yeah, welcome to the Waymaker TV channel this afternoon, this morning, depending on where you are watching me from. Finally, Peter Obi have declared his interest to support the IPOB, which is the people, the indigenous people of Biafrans, knowing fully that the federal government, under the regime of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, declare IPOB a terrorist organization. Yes, of course, we keep asking that if you call IPOB a terrorist organization, that means people like Peter Obi, people like Okonjo Iweala, the rest of them, they are all terrorist people. Yes, of course, you see this video where Peter Obi fully declare as an IPOB, which is the
especially as the law, the courts have granted him bail. Government must obey the law. Rule of law is an intrinsic asset that we must cherish and live with. And I've said I'm going to discuss with every agitator. And I use the same opportunity to plead to government to ensure that all those who are in similar conditions are released and discussed with. We're a democratic government. We shouldn't be doing things that are arbitrary and not within the law. Don't see anything why his continued detention.
Indigenous people of Biafra, and he also tell President Bola Ahmed Tinubu with immediate effect that Nnamdi Kanu should be released, because the court of the land has already declared that Nnamdi Kanu should be set free. This is the reason why Igbos worldwide are complaining that Igbos are not part of Nigerians. It's better for the Nigeria government to allow the Igbos to exit out of Nigeria as a nation, because one would say that if this Nnamdi Kanu were to be a Yoruba man, he will have been released by this same President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Sunday Igboho also did the same thing. Today, he's moving freely, despite many Yorubas who questions that Sunday Igboho does not have issue with Nigerians, that it is Semebo that he have issue with before Semebo that free him. The one will also say that under this present regime of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Sunday Igboho took a letter of Oduduwa Republic to exit from Nigeria to UK. Up to now, as we speak, he is not being arrested. He's working freely in Nigeria. If you were to be an Igbo man who did the same thing, the Igbo man will have been cooling in Kuje prison as I speak to you. So these are the injustice many Igbos have seen, that is like after that Biafra war, they have not still yet fully welcome back to be Nigeria, because you will ask, one, they don't allow them to be a president. They don't allow them to hold a vital position in Nigeria. As I speak to you, go and look for the vital position in Nigeria today. You hardly see any Igbo man that is there. Even when they are due for that office, they have a way of manipulating it to make sure Igbo man will know how a vital positions in Nigeria. These are their thoughts, not my thought. Yes, of course, one will say that Peter Obi have also told Bola Ahmed Tinubu that he should release Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, that the court of the land have said he should. So, justifying to what Nnamdi Kanu have said, that Nigeria government does not have right to try him anymore, since the court have justified him to be free. So, it now boils to the question is that, why are they holding Nnamdi Kanu? Is Nnamdi Kanu a threat to Nigeria? Is Nnamdi Kanu causing havoc in Nigeria territory? For me, Nnamdi Kanu, whatever he's doing by Nigeria, as Nigeria government portray it, is doing it in the South regions, not the whole Nigerians. Not like the other counterpart, the Fulani headmen, which we don't know what they are fighting for. They're busy killing people, destroying property in different regions. But the case of Nnamdi Kanu is not so. So, of course, that's why Peter Obi have raised his voice and said Nnamdi Kanu should be released. he should be released. Yes, of course, the pressure is much. Not only Peter Obi, Afenifere, after the court, after they see where Nnamdi Kanu came to court and roar when the court scatter, where he told the Justice Yanko, told him that is no longer have confidence in the Justice Yanko, because he felt that Justice Yanko want to use him as a trade by biter with federal government. Don't forget that the sons and the husband of Justice Yanko is being indicted by the federal government, facing corruptions. So it could what Nnamdi Kanu saying that he has an evidence over Justice Yanko, because he brought that evidence out in the day he came to court, was reading it. Unfortunately, they off the lights. They don't want him to read the light, to read the letter, to the what? But peoples over there, they own their torchlight. They still do the needful by reading the document in the hands of Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, of course, Peter Obi have just cleared his hand that, yes, of course, you cannot declare us a terrorist organizations. That's why it's coming out and voicing out to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because I myself, that is anchoring this program, I'm disappointed in the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime for allowing to declare IPOB as a terrorist in his government. Don't forget that I am one of those that keep saying that President Buhari was never a president of Nigeria. He was a president of Fulani, who came with Fulani agenda to Islamize Nigeria, to make Nigerians, the rest Nigeria, to be a slave to Fulani. But many Nigerians stood for that and say, no, it cannot happen. And that's what Nnamdi Kanu Sunday Igboho stood for. Don't forget how Nigeria army invaded Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of people were killed, and the young man ran for his dear life. The same thing happened to Sunday Igboho, where the Nigerian military invaded his house, wanted to kill him during Buhari government. The same young man also flee for his dear life. So what crime has these people committed that the Fulani Janjaweeds that have been killing, terrorizing different regions, and yet nobody declared them terrorists? So all we are saying, enough is enough. Enough is enough as we are heading towards 2027. We plead for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu, so that the man will regain, with his people. Don't forget that since Nnamdi Kanu has been arrested or kidnapped from Kenya, insecurity have not stopped in Nigeria. Let's leave Southeast aside. The other regions, is there peace? The answer is no. So releasing this young man, let this man go. If you cannot, if the courts of the land, you don't have evidence to back up your point of treason, felony, treason offense that you levy against him, then allow this young man to go. Because as it is right now, the world is looking at Nigerians. How Nigerians is being handling this case of Nnamdi Kanu. We will keep saying the truth. We keep standing on the, no matter what the pressure, no matter whoever that come for us, we'll continue speaking the truth until the right thing is being done. Because the last time I checked, what prompts to these agitations of Nnamdi Kanu is seeking for his people. In Southeast, the Southeast people are the most people that import goods all over the world to Nigerians. And the ship, it's only in Lagos here we have seaport, whereby their goods landed and they use extra money taking those things back to the east. We don't have international airport in Southeast. So there are so many injustices that need to be done to that region. If you want this man to back up from these agitations. One love, my people. Please, if you love what you are doing on this channel, subscribe to this channel. Drop your comments. Encourage us by subscribing to us. Thank you for watching anywhere you are all over the world. We love you guys.